Good morning, good morning. I hope everybody is doing good. While I'm waiting for everyone to come in, I'm just going to close off some of my 500 windows I have open here on my computer. I hope you all are having a really good Wednesday morning. I know I've had a busy kind of a morning. Just waiting for everyone to sort of come in before we begin the discussion regarding chakras and life force energy. Let me know if you are here. Give me a shout out. Tell me hello. This is your first time on a live with me. Tell me who you are, where you're from. Always love to meet new members and new folks into the groups. Sort of just opening up another Facebook page here, just in case I can't see all your comments. Sometimes it helps to open up another page and just see if there's comments rolling that I'm not seeing. Let me know you're here. Tell me hello. Seeing a lot of activity right now. Just want to give it a few minutes, make sure everybody has caught up and is on board. Hey, sunshine. I'm not feeling like sunshine this morning. It's kind of gray outside. Good morning. Good morning, Heather. Nice to see you. Let me know you're here. Let me know you're with me. You're watching with me. Give me a shout out. Hello. Goodness, the groups have been really quiet. I know I added a couple people to come into the Spirit Garden after letting people know we're going to be doing this live feed. So I was sort of hoping that we'd have a few more folks pop in. So hopefully Facebook is sending them those notifications over that we're live, so that we can begin this process here. I want to talk about chakras and life force energy, and I'm going to tell you why I want to talk about it in just a minute. Kind of crazy little story this morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Alright, spirits. Let me know you're here. Tell me hello. I'm just trying to get everything set up on my end over here. Hey, Michelle. Good morning. Michelle, I planned on messaging you today. I wanted to talk to you about that FLFE thing. I talked to the folks there yesterday, so I wanted to sort of like click your noggin again a little bit this morning. So I may be messaging you a little bit later. But yeah, I had you on my mind this morning too. Hi, Chris Thompson. Nice to see you. Nice to see you all. Wanted to give it just a few more minutes. Just make sure everybody knows that we're on. We're live. We're going to talk about chakras and life force energy and how all this stuff works. You know, we've been doing the question of the day now since the beginning of April. Actually, we started it in March, the beginning of March. Okay, cool. Thanks, Michelle. Good morning, Shauna. We've been asking, the question of the day. And a couple of the questions of the day, one of them was, what is chakras? And then another one was, where do our thoughts come from? And so this talk that we're going to have this morning is going to sort of touch on both those aspects. So it's definitely going to touch on the chakra aspect. It's going to touch on the where do our thoughts come from aspect as well. Hey, Marilyn, nice to see you. Nice to see you. So as you're coming in, just give me a shout out. Let me know you're here. I may end up just start talking and talking and talking. For those of you who know me and work with me, I sort of get a little ADD in my talking, and I just sort of go in different angles and to try to wrap it back up. So especially when I've had a lot of activity, and this morning I had a lot of activity. So I'm going to tell you a little story, because this morning, actually last night, I had planned on going live in the KERA Center the same time this morning to talk about the mirror scrying class, because we've had such low registration for it, and I wasn't sure that people understood what the benefit was. So that was going to be my plan this morning. I was going to go on and talk about the benefit of the mirror scrying class in the KERA Center. And since I woke up, my guides have been like chakras, 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 chakras. And so I was like, okay, we'll talk about chakras. And so when I finally conceded and said, yes, I'll talk about chakras. Uh-oh, my battery is dying. Hold on a second. When I finally conceded and said, okay, I'll talk about chakras, and it was like, info, and I was like, oh my gosh. So I got a lot sort of like going through my brain that I want to address. So it may come out in sporadic moments and be like, oh yeah, and then this thought is. So just bear with me, because this is totally unscripted. It's just my running thoughts all morning this morning. Good morning, Cheryl. May your day be wonderful as well. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, so we're talking, I asked the other day on the question of the day, what is a chakra? What actually is a chakra? And basically what a chakra is it's a portal of energy. It's a portal. Okay? Let's just break it down. Let's just break it down into simplified terms. It is a portal that energy flows in and energy flows out. Okay? We concentrate on the 7 main chakras. For those of you who are familiar with the 7 main chakras, there's the root, the sacral, the solar plexus, the heart, the throat, the third eye, and the crown chakra. Those are the 7 main large chakras. And the reason why we concentrate on them is because they are pretty major. They are pretty large in comparison to all the other chakras. There is, good morning, Wanda. There is some thought that there is actually 9 main chakras, and some are even saying there's up to 13 main chakras, or major chakras. Not main, but major chakras. I know that there's one that I've been sort of exploring that's back at the base of the neck, and right by the spinal cord. And I know there's a couple. There's also like 21 minor chakras. Okay, and some of these minor chakras, like there's one located. There's chakras located at each ear, and one is primarily larger than the other. And so there's some thought that the chakra by the ear is also a major chakra. But it's still categorized officially as a minor chakra. So there's 21 minor chakras, and there is, for now, there's 7 main chakras, major chakras, okay? And there's also some minor chakras at the base palm of your hand. Well, at your fingertips, at your fingers is what we call chakra sensors. And they sort of when we start creating those little energy balls. Hey, Maria, nice to see you. Hey, Wanda, nice to see you too. When we create those energy balls, you feel that sensation along the fingers. Those are like chakra sensors, okay? And I'm going to get to a point where I'm talking about all this in just a minute. But those chakra sensors can help energize the 7 main chakras and the 21 minor chakras as well. Okay, so we can use these sensors in our fingers. My fingernail job is really bad, so don't even look at it. But we can utilize these little chakra sensors in our fingertips to massage and activate and clear and help move the energy along through those 7 major chakras. Okay, so we say, what is a chakra? A chakra is a portal of energy. Now, when you are a baby, when you are in infantile, when you're in the womb, let's just back it all the way up. Okay, when you're in the womb, when you're in your mama's belly and you are being made into a human being to be, born to this earth, you do not have an aura. There is no aura for a baby in the womb. What does that mean? Well, for every major chakra, there is a level of aura, because the major chakras is what sends out the energy, the color energy, into your etheric field, which gives off color. While you're in the womb, you have no aura. There is no auric field, okay? There is one major portal of energy up along the scalpel area that it is suggested that a mother spirit flows in and flows out of. So as a baby in the womb is growing, there's this mother spirit energy that's flowing in and flowing out. Okay? Now, mother spirit energy does not have to be male or female. There is no sex in this kind of spirit energy. Okay? It's just a term that they use to say that this spirit is nourishing and nurturing this soul, this newly created soul being. I gather to think that this mother spirit energy is actually the higher self. That's my train of thought. I just something that that I feel. I feel like this is the higher self, and this higher self is going into this little being and out of this little being, and into this little being and out of this little being. And so what it's suggesting is that this little baby within the womb is traveling between body consciousness and spirit, between body consciousness and spirit, between body consciousness and spirit. Okay, when a child is first born, as the child begins to come into the world, a very thin layer of the aura begins to develop. And it's usually a very pale, very, very light blue, or very, very light green aura that begins to develop along the field of this child, actually around the head primarily. It is very, very thin. Very, very thin. Okay? So as it suggests, if there is a level of an auric field, then there has to be a chakra associated with it. Now, this chakra that's associated with it is actually they actually suggest, and we call the root chakra the first major chakra, right, which is at the bottom of our spine. But there's some suggestion that this first chakra, or that the first level of chakra is actually at the crown, which would be the last 7. There's actually some suggestion that when the energy of this being comes in, it actually comes in through the crown chakra to begin with, because that's where the auric field begins to show up the very first time. Okay? And this level of energy is so thin, and there's a reason why it's thin. There's a reason why it is thin and why it's not large. Like, for those of you who are in this room, adults, we're walking around with our auric field is very large. As I said, but there are 7 major chakras. So for every chakra, there is a level of auric field that goes along with that. So if you can imagine, your auric field becomes very, very large. Why is that so? The reason for that is, in each one of these portals of energy, in these chakras, your energy flows in, and then flows out, and then flows in, and then flows out. So all the way up your body, your energy is flowing in, it's flowing out, it's flowing in, it's flowing out, it's flowing in, it's flowing out. So there's some suggestion that it's actually coming in this way, going down, this way, going down. So it's almost like a little snake pattern, little coil action going on there, where the energy of you is coming in through these portals of chakra energy, into the body, and out back through the portals, and in through the body, okay? And so as we become alive in this existence, we start having experiences. And those experiences create more energy. Those memories create more energy, and the auric field begins to grow. Okay? And so as the auric field begins to grow, it's getting larger and more expansive. We may have chakras that become clogged. We may have chakras that become a little less active because we're shutting them off mindfully or subconsciously because of some pain memories that are there. Energy carries with it a lot of memories. And so as this energy is moving in throughout your body and in throughout the chakra fields, the memories are also affecting each one of those levels. Is everybody with me so far? Am I confusing anybody? This is also why I'm going to get to the thought process in just a minute. This is also why they say that there's a lot of infantile deaths in the womb and infantile deaths before that year, because within that process of good morning, I didn't get to say good morning to you, Bonnie. Good morning. In that process of moving into spirit and moving back into the body, and moving into spirit, moving into the body, they have a choice whether or not they want to incarnate into bodily form. Okay? And so that's why there seems to be, or that's the suggestion that is made, that there's a reason why there's a lot more infantile deaths or a lot more deaths within the womb, is because that soul has chosen to stay in spirit and not move into incarnation. Okay? Now, why does this matter? Why does this matter? Okay, so I want you to think about something. We just talked about the birth process, right? Let's talk about the death process. So, as we're born into this physical existence, and we have the light energy, the natural light energy that stems from the sun. So scientifically, it sends off light energy fields, which is helping to create this color energy of the aura. Okay, plain and simple. When our life process is over, I want everyone to think about this, because this is really important. When the life process is over and the body is shutting down and it's time to depart this body, what ends up happening is your entire level of chakras turn solid white right before you die. They turn solid white right before you die because there is no more energy coming in through them and going out through them, and going in through them and going out through them. That transition has already taken place. And then so the chakras are now white. What happens? The body transitions. The body passes. You still have a brain. You still have a brain. The brain's process is to think, right? That's what we think. We think the brain's utility is a thinking mechanism. Well, the brain, tells the body to do certain things, like move an arm, move a leg, or, open your mouth, or eat, or hungry, and it's sending all those, little signals throughout the rest of your body. But when the soul leaves, there's nothing. Is everybody with me? Is everybody sort of following me so far? When the soul leaves, there's nothing. The chakras are all white. There's no auric field, or the aura may be completely white. Okay? There's really nothing. It's sort of just a shutdown. So when I ask you where your thoughts come from, your thoughts come through this energy that's moving through in these portals, right? It's taking with it the memories. It's taking with it the experiences and the memories, and it's moving in through all these major and minor chakras, and then it's carrying with it all those memories, and it's sending thought into the third eye and crown chakra and all those other fields of energy right there, and it's creating thought. Would you agree? That's what I see. I mean, tell me what your thoughts are. as we're talking about thoughts. Tell me what your thoughts are. When you die, there is no more consciousness. There is no more, there's no subconscious. You're not laying there with a subconscious mindset. You're not there no more. There's no subconscious mindset. There's no activity like that. My ponytail is driving me crazy. My little bun here is driving me absolutely insane. I'm seeing it on the camera. So if I know it's driving me crazy, it's probably driving you crazy too. Trying to fix it. It's weird because I'm looking at myself backwards. Okay. So the chakras carry all memories of touch, taste, feel, sight, and effect. I would say the chakras carry memories of what that emotional experience of that is. So the physical body sends off senses like taste and sight and things of that nature. The energy carries with it the memory, the emotional memory attached to that. Does that make sense? There is a body function. I mean, the body is useful for some things. But this is really, really important, Marilyn. It's actually a really good question that you asked that. Because I have often said that spirit does not have those sensations. That's no longer a spirit sensation. They have the memories of those sensations, but they no longer have those sensations. When we're in spirit embodiment and we're not in this physical embodiment, we don't have touch, taste, feel. We don't know what it feels like for the sun to be warm. We don't know what it feels like to be a really hot day. We don't know what it feels like to be a really cold day. Those are all bodily functions. They are not spirit functions. Okay? We don't know, we don't understand the emotion of sadness. We don't understand the emotion of sadness. And I know that some of you are going to say, well, wait a minute now. I had a spirit visit me and it showed up crying, or it showed up upset, or it showed up as an emotional being, or it was mad or angry. And that is only because spirit is showing symbolism of what that person is going through. The body is literally just the vessel. When there is no more energy, yes, Marilyn, when there is no more energy being fed through those chakras, there is nothing left but a body. I don't know how many of you have actually seen a body that has passed, but there's nothing. There's nothing. There's the memories of what that face looked like, but sometimes it even doesn't even look like the same person that you knew. You know, I don't know how I can explain that, but sometimes it don't even look like the person that you knew. It's like once that energy is gone from that body, it's like that body is just a body. Like I don't ever really feel, the attachment. You know what I mean? And sometimes it looks weird, and I'm not saying this in a disrespectful way, but it just doesn't look like somebody I loved or remembered, So it's really kind of strange. But there's no, you look at this body, it doesn't have a subconscious mindset. It's not thinking. It's not having thoughts. It's not moving through. It's not doing anything. The thoughts come from the energy of your being. That's where the thoughts come from. They come from the memories of the experiences that you've gone through. They create strands of energy that are moving and flowing throughout your system. They create strands of energy that are continually moving through your system. For those of you who are here, I don't know how old you are. You might be a 50-year-old man or woman, but I gathered a bet that you are not the same person you were when you were 17 years old. I gathered to bet that you are not the same person you were when you were 17 years old. With the energy, the energy So okay, so Marilyn asked a good question. Where would you say that energy comes from originally? Does it depend on your belief? I'm going to say no. The energy, all there is energy, Marilyn. All there is energy. Okay? So that's what exists. Energy exists. It exists everywhere and anywhere. Right? As the energy begins moving through these portals of energy, chakras, as this energy is moving through these portals, and you are picking up life experiences, and you are creating memories from those life experiences, even life lessons, then you begin to adopt beliefs. And then those beliefs create that energy system. So now this energy is carrying through the memories and the thought processes of your beliefs. Does that make sense? So the energy is just here. We choose to make that energy a certain part from our experiences, from our memories. There was a really good quote I saw the other day, is that you are one thought away. Well, hold on. It was really good. You are one decision away. You are always one decision away from changing the rest of your life. You are always one decision away from changing the rest of your life. And that's because we need to choose how we're going to use our energy and what memories we're going to choose to honor and what memories we're going to choose to not honor. Okay? If I'm making sense. This is really super important to who you are. Why are chakras important? Why are chakras important? They are important because they make up who you are. There is constant energy exchanges being made that are coming in through these portals and out of these portals. It's constant. It's moving energy. It's really, really moving energy. And it's consistent and it's constant. And it's always moving. And it's always changing. And as we develop new experiences and develop new lessons and develop new beliefs and develop new memories, then all of that energy strands are also changing. There may be parts of you when you were 17 that are still like you, but there may be major parts of you that are so very different. And that's the reason for that is because as you begin to travel through life, you've picked up on new experiences, you've picked up on new memories, and those energy strands begin changing. I don't even have the same desires I had when I was 15. I don't have the same desires. I mean, I have the same sort of mission, like I want to, but I don't even have the same taste, to be honest with you. I don't even have the same taste, I don't have the same passions. I've changed a lot since I was 15 years old. My experiences and my memories, they came through. Consistent change. Yes, it's a constant flow of energy. And energy never dies. Energy never dies. Why is this all important? Energy never dies. It never dies. It transforms, it changes, it moves on, but it never, ever dies. And so there's parts of us that, we may have afflicted a memory or an experience on somebody else, and part of that energy of us is flowing along the level of this person and carrying it with them. Okay? This is why, we say we are all one. When we move out of the flow of this body and open up to that auric field, we are all connected because we become an energy field. We're a part of that flowing energy, that consistent flowing energy that's all around. And so as we begin to make impressions and memories and things on other people, we are actually inflicting our energy upon them. Right? We're inflicting our energy upon them. And they may be taking parts of our energy into their life force and moving on. So Spirit wanted me to talk about that this morning. And they felt it was very, very important that I talked about it this morning because that's all they did was talk to me about the chakra energy. I have told you that if you want to learn how to see auras, you have got to learn and understand chakra systems. You've got to learn how to balance, integrate, use, heal them, right? This is really important, guys. This is the basis to everything that we are and everything that we become and everything that we will be. The chakras are our life force while we are here on earth. They carry with us energy cells that are memories and things of that nature, so that when we finally depart the body, that energy becomes part of all there is. So it's time to really think about that in a totality sense, don't you think? Like, do I want to carry some of my judgments with me? Do I want to carry some of my pains with me that I'm holding on to? Do I want to carry anger with me? Do I want to carry that into, my moving energy field as I'm continually growing and continually getting older? And do I want to carry that into my death process and into my movement and transition into spirit? What do you want to take with you? And the wonderful thing about this energy that's moving and flowing through these chakras is that as you learn and take on new experiences and make new decisions for yourself, those energy strands change. They do change. So we talk a lot about, subconscious mindset program. A subconscious mindset program is just part of the chakra energy system. I'm sorry, but it is. It's just part of it. When we talk about that subconscious mind system and things that are stuck in our memories, well, we have a choice. We have a choice to let them sit there and become stagnant in our lives and create blocks, or to develop new beliefs and to develop new lessons and new truths and new standings on it. We have a block with money, for instance. It's time to look at money not as, an evil source, or, my son calls it the root to all evil. It causes all kinds of problems. I said, money doesn't cause any problem. Money doesn't cause problem. It's the people who use the money. It's the energies that are using the money that cause the problem. It's not the money. So you look at money and you go, okay, what can I develop new beliefs about money? What's some good stuff about money, or what's some really great people that are doing really great things with money? So that's how you can develop, changes in your auric field related around money. Same thing with, relationships and love, A lot of people feel very lonely or very sad within their own selves, and so there's a subconscious mindset that, I'm not valuable enough, or I'm not worthy, or, people can just trample all over me. And so you have to look at, where that stemmed from. We don't want to stay stuck in it, but okay, you know what? Something along my line taught me to be this way, and so I'm running with that energy, and I need to take on a new truth. I need to see myself as valuable and worthy and lovable, and so I got to love myself. I got to love myself so that I can develop a new truth about it. Everything is moving through the chakra system. Everything is about the chakra system. Everything is about this life force energy. We keep looking for magic outside of ourselves, right? We're looking for the magic that's outside of ourselves, like as if this isn't enough. There's got to be so much more out there. It's out there. It's out there. I want to find it. I want to find it. I want to look for it. I want to find it. And the real truth is all of that out there is just flowing all through you. It's all flowing through you. All of that magic of the universe and the power of the universe and the divine within the universe is flowing through you. You just got to ask to see it and ask to find it. So then the question becomes, how do I see my personal magic? How do I see my divinity? How do I see who I am at the core? And then you just let the answer develop from there. This morning, as Spirit was talking to me about the magic part of it, I wanted to talk to Jen because Jen did have her chakra course up for half off for 2 days, and it ended yesterday. And so I went in and I begged her this morning. I was like, look, Spirit is talking to me about chakras. They're talking to me about the magic force. They're talking to me about why this is so important. Would you please extend that half off today? to the end of the day today, and she agreed. If you're wanting to learn how to develop auras, if you're wanting to learn the magic within yourself, it all begins with the chakra system. She's got a really good course on it. Learn everything you guys can on it. You know, Google, read, take classes, do whatever it takes, but learn about it, because this is the basis for change. And this is how we can see the incredible beauty of life, take a hold of it, grab it, and move forward with no regrets. Okay? I'm going to leave it there. If you have any questions, please post it in the comments below. I'm going to get Jen's link up. Marilyn, have you taken the class? Are you taking Jen's chakra class? It's really amazing. It really is the basis for everything. Ann Elizabeth, if you are watching this, this may answer the question that we had that big discussion on when you were here, especially about the infantile womb thing. Take a listen. Let me know what you think. I love you guys. Have a beautiful day. Love and light to everybody. Thank you, Bonnie. Bye.